Alright, welcome back to 2 Owls in a Trench Coat. I'm MidHearts3, and today we are back in Dragon Age 2. We are in the Legacy DLC. If you haven't taken in the creepy noises, ominous tunes, and haunting atmosphere that is surrounding us at this moment. But last time we were here, we picked up a new quest called the Paragon's Heir, which told the story of how House Tethras came to be. We finished a unmarked quest where we lit some braziers to get to the next part of this fit that we are assembling in this DLC, which was the Silent One. It was like the Regalia of Wysept. Hold on. Yeah, it's the Regalia of Wysept, if I am remembering correctly. That's what these are. We have the gloves and we have the foot wraps at the moment. Nothing else. Hopefully I haven't missed anything, but if I have, I don't know if I'll be able to come back. So we should just keep our eye out for anything that may look like a piece of that armor set. We found the endpoints to some of our quests, but we don't have all the stuff for the Altar of Dumat, so we need to keep looking. So in today's episode, we are going to keep looking for the rest of the stuff for the Altar of Dumat and looking for, hopefully, Tethras Garen's body, because we have a quest that asks us if we can do that. So, yeah. What's that on the map? Oh, that's literally the shrine. Okay, I don't have to worry about that. But from where we ended, which was around this step area, now we're at the base of this altar, we can just continue forward. So to the left, and there's a crate by two Genlock shields, Genlock Alpha shields, with 18 silver, 94 copper in it. And we can continue forward. I don't like the amount of spider corpses we're coming across. Well, thank goodness I didn't. Oh no, the girls, they're fighting. Literally, why are the Genlocks and... I mean, not the Genlocks, why are the Deepstalkers and the spiders fighting? Oh, there's more spiders coming into the ceiling. This is great. You love to see it. Barrack, you good? Barrack was in fact not good. I'm also not good. Anders. I don't think we're having too much trouble. Okay, yeah, kicking this off strong. There is a little, like, not house, but a little room. You can enter the door. There's methane on the floor. And a sacred urn of Dumat in the corner, which I think is the last thing that we needed. Sacred urn of Dumat. The writing on this ancient parchment is barely legible, but it appears to concern a rite of silence. Press your palms and forehead to the ground before the altar. Then these words, thrice repeated. Gold and jewels, meat and blood, sacrifices to your hungry heart. Right, we can take that with us to get an update. And leaving out the door, there's another door on the other side, we can find the corpse of another dwarven legionnaire and a journal page. Third Legionnary's journal. This place is cursed. For 10 years, Paragon Garen has been sending legionaries to search out our lost heir. Now I know what's become of them. There's no way out. This is no normal part of the deep roads. There's lyrium worked into the walls, into the stone itself. Some kind of human magic. From the outside, it looked like just another tunnel, but walk in and it's a prison. There is no way past the barriers, no way forward, no way back. But the trap remains open to every beast, darkspawn, and dwarf that wanders in. My brothers in the Legion have died, and I have done my best to lay their spirits to rest in the stone. I am the last. There will be no one to do the same for me, or for Tethris, if he too was snared by the noose. For you, my prince, I wish you the stone's blessing. Atras Tunsha, Tutanara Amgiltol, Tavash Alduk. That was terrible Dwarven, I am so sorry. May someone recite the ritual words over your bones and return your spirit to the stone. From the Journal of Besheth Garin, Legion of the Dead. Okay, so he was related to him, probably like a cousin or something. Wow, that's what he said, our heir. I was like, oh, maybe he's related to him somehow, and he is.
A ritual? Let's take this with us.
Yeah, my Dwarven's not that good. I don't have much confidence when it comes to speaking Dwarven. But, the syllables don't roll the way I want them to. But I will say my favorite Dwarven line is, Atras Nal Tansha, which is how I know how to pronounce those two words, kind of. And it's what Caridin says before he, like, during the end of Paragon of Her Kind, if you side with him, he says it to you, and I don't know if it's the exact translation, but he says, "May you always find your way in the dark." And it is one of my favorites.
Blessed are you, Dumart, silent and strong, secret and wise. Accept these offerings and share your strength.
The altar du mat stands empty, but it hums with a near audible power. We can place the sacrifices, we can leave, or we can defile the altar. Yeah, we're going to defile the altar. Got 30 silver, 70 copper from that. So I defiled the altar. I don't know when I hit hold person. I'm sorry about that, guys. I defiled the altar. The only reward you get is like whatever you pick up off of the corpses on the ground. The XP from killing and releasing the demons. Well, 10 XP for releasing the demons. And then the XP you get from killing them. But if you place sacrifices on the altar, you do get some rivalry points with people, depending. You don't get rivalry points with Meryl and Isabella. You actually get friendship. You get no rivalry points if you destroy the altar, if you defile it in any way. You do get friendship with Fenris, Anders, and Sebastian. Nothing from Ferric or Carver or Bethany or anything. But you get 4 Sovereign, 500 XP for completing the mission. It might vary, I don't know if it's changed. And you get something called the Chain of Penitent, which gives +1 to Constitution, +1 to Armor, and +6, depending on your level, threat generation. Like percent threat generation. And I'm not into threat generation. I'd rather not generate any kind of threat. I don't want that heat. If you have beef with me, just pass away. Sorry. But yeah, I don't want that. So I'm not going to pick it up. 4 sovereign ain't worth it. I've been picking up money like it's nobody's business, so I'm good. But yeah, that completes that quest. We still, oh, okay. We had an update to the Paragon's Heir quest. Third journal revealed that Tethras Garen was never properly returned to the stone. Seek out Tethras' final resting place and give him the dwarven right for the departed. We get a better view of this place without our companions immediately blocking the airspace, and it's magnificent. It's beautiful looking. It's ethereal down here. It's spooky. It's haunted. It's just what I like. Just in time for World Goth Day. Nothing's more goth than trudging through the deep roads. Either way, there's a chest by the bridge with 37 silver, 25 copper, and a stale biscuit. We can cross the bridge.
I can't imagine
There are little
looking like
paths.
this.
I mean, we don't know what Lothering looks like, in fact, Carver. Which is kind of upsetting. We heard that they're healing, but, you know. It was a place that was hit heavy by the blight that we couldn't even go back, so. Yeah. Oh! So, okay, so crossing the bridge, there's a little path on the right. Following it and going up the steps, we find Tethras Garen. Here. Dead, unfortunately, but here, nonetheless.
Atras Tunsha. Totania Amegtol Tavash Iduk.
That was sweet, Hawk. Now let's get out of here before you see me cry.
So we complete it, we get the Doom's Ward, and we get the Tower Sweeper achievement. And Tower Sweeper completed every side quest in the Vimmark Mountains prison tower. Awesome. So yeah, if yeah. I said all that dwarven wrong earlier. And that's alright, but we have committed Tethras Garen back to the stone. Oh man, this place is fast. We've committed him back to the stone. We almost made Varric cry. I have a level up. So, yeah, let me handle these first. Okay. Now that that is finished, we can continue forward. Oh gosh, thank goodness I didn't go forward. I don't know what stopped me, but something did. No, not them. Him. This guy, right here, in front of you. This imposing man with the shield. Bane of this DLC. He's trying to... Oh, gosh. Varric, what are you doing? I hate it. I'm ready to get out of the deep roads. Genlock Alpha, 37 silver, 56 copper. There was a pile of bones where he was stationed, 14 silver, 13 copper, and a flawed ruby. Going forward, Hurlock Bolter, 13 silver, 32 coppers. We're getting closer to the base of this thing. My gosh. It's just, wow. That's some structural integrity if I'd ever seen it. Okay, we've got a couple ways to go. I don't know if it goes in a complete circle. These paths are very big. That means we're probably going to be fighting things while we're going. So we'll go to the right first. Nope, not that. Yes, that. Yes. Okay. Going forward, there's a pile of bones next to like a campfire type deal with speculations on Kirkwall. Someone got a level up or something? I don't know, there was a tune. Speculations on Kirkwall. The records say Corypheus has been trapped below the Vinmark since the days of the Tevinter Imperium. Can it be a coincidence that the Darkspawn besieged this area more fiercely than anywhere else on the surface of Thedas? Or that Kirkwall, the closest city, suffers from endless plagues of violence, lunacy, human sacrifice, and blood magic? If one studies Kirkwall's public records, it becomes hard to deny that some malevolent force has long shaped its history. Could it be, could a Darkspawn, even a powerful mage such as, have such influence even as it slumbers? From a weathered journal bearing a Grey Warden seal. They're like, I don't know about that city, man. There's just something going on over there. I mean, there is something going on over there, but I don't think it's exactly what you think it is. Alright, we can loot the pile of bones for an onyx fragment, and then follow the path north until we find another pile of bones with a crude stone figurine on it. Awesome. Okay. In any case, we can turn around and... What is that? Herlock Alpha. Okay. What is that? No, not you. He's stuck behind the wall. I hope he stays. Never mind, he's running. I hate them so much.
It's not doing anything.
Useless. Let's finish this. Useless.
Oh, here he comes. It's like, oh lord, he's coming in the most malevolent way. 40 silver, 32 copper off of him. 2 level ups, so let's handle those. That is done. Herlock Alpha with 40 silver, 75 copper. And we can continue the other way, to the other route, so to the left.
Stop! Just make him stop talking. Make him stop.
It's Corypheus. He can hear Corypheus.
I thought we had already come to terms with that when we were at the last seal. But yes, Anders is hearing Corypheus, and I think we're about to reach a tipping point at some point around here. We continue on, there's a small purse on the floor, coral fragment in it.
What's wrong?
I can't. The voices. Wardens. The joining. I have too much taint in my blood. I can't shut him out. Help me. I will not be controlled.
Here we go again.
Let it go. There's a better way to fight him.
Oh no, are we fighting? Oh, okay, we're fighting Anders. That's not even remotely...
Thank you. I guess they're right. You never can leave the Wardens. I hope I can hold against him. Against them both.
Let's just try not to do that again. Bianca hates being turned on her friends.
Oh, we have a level up. The Shade, 12 silver, 47 copper. Another Shade, 12 silver, 93 copper. I guess it's kind of spot on reaching a tipping point at some point, but yeah. I mean, I guess there's only so much that you can take, and the older you get, the more taint is in your blood, I suppose. Okay, now that that is situated, let's continue forward. There looks to be like some rubble on the ground. We can loot it for a stale biscuit. Heading up, following, we finally reach the base, the proper base of this tower. Going in underneath it, we see the next seal. I didn't even know they had these little cups underneath them. That's so cute. Little sun symbol. Interesting. We can check out the room. There's supposed to be bones. Okay. There's nothing in this room except for this seal and this pride demon. When we're ready, we can activate it. Carver out the gate, giving no pause. I gave Anders haste. It's too funny. We're surrounded. Oh, that's really funny.
Let's finish this!
I think that's the last of them.
No, it's not the last of them.
Of course we did.
Okay, cool. And now we get the next part, which is, okay, so we can boost critical chance, a boost to critical damage, stun chance, and speed reduction. I think I want to boost critical chance, because I currently don't have any. Get a little boost, and we get the achievement, Family Legacy. Ceiling kind of cracked a little bit. What was that, though? What's that? Family Legacy. Apply 3 effects to Hawk's Key. Cool. Alright. I guess the 4th doesn't count, or there is no 4th. But okay. Cool. We finished that. That's the way we came. We can turn back around again to face the door, leading to out of the tower itself and into the stairways that we were using. There's nothing sparkly around here. Ooh, that's it.
He feels the seals weaken. He knows you are close. You must be ready. What's that? Who? No! No! They're here!
Who is they? The Carter?
No, worse. More treacherous, more dangerous. The Wardens. They listen to Corypheus. They want to bring him the light. Stop them. You must stop them.
Something's happening. The prison's breaking down. But it stood up to tunneling before. What can... You have the key. And you've come through the seals. But how? Champion? Are you the one? The same Hawk, child of Malcolm? The Carters said they were close. You must be her. I am Janica. I lead this unit of Grey Wardens.
Senior Warden, why are you interested in my father?
Then you don't know. Without Malcolm, this prison would have fallen 30 years ago.
Tell me what my father did.
The Grey Wardens built this prison to contain one of the most powerful Darkspawn we've ever encountered. But even the best magic fades. The Wardens need to reinforce the seals. This requires the blood of a mage untainted by Warden training. The last to perform the ritual was your father.
My father was a blood mage.
To avert the blights, forbidden magics are sometimes necessary.
For us, maybe. My father knew better.
He did not bind the demons, if that is your concern. That was done in another era, before the Chantry's laws.
That's why the Carter came after me.
We need your help, Hawke. I have done extensive research on this Darkspawn, and I believe the original Wardens were wrong. He isn't a threat to humanity. He's our greatest opportunity. A Darkspawn who can talk, feel, reason.
Corypheus cares nothing for blights. He used you.
The Warden Commander?
Don't listen to this creature. He's half Darkspawn himself. I know how to harness Corypheus. Use his magic to end the blights.
No. The Wardens knew. Corypheus is too powerful.
Don't do it, Hawke. You can't trust a Darkspawn to honor any deal.
Worth the risk. If he doesn't help, it's one more big Darkspawn to stick a bolt in. No big deal.
There are rules to the Order, and with good reason. Father wouldn't want this.
Corypheus calls her, and she listens. She brought him the Carter, sent them for you.
Stroud wouldn't let me have your brother. I need you.
Oh, this goes a lot deeper than I thought it was. Jenica, you don't go after my younger brother. It's like when you make fun of someone's sibling. You don't do it.
Why would this Darkspawn want to end the Blights?
He's no mindless monster. This search for the old gods comes at a terrible cost to his people.
This sounds very familiar.
He tricked you. These are not your thoughts. They are his calling.
How many of them died in Ferelden alone? And that was the least of the blights.
How could you trust any deal this Darkspawn makes with you?
Do not think me foolish, Hawke. I am making no deal. I have a spell which can control Corypheus. Bind him to my will. He will be a new, important weapon in the war on the blights. No more, no less.
Are you talking about using blood magic?
Everything that was done to him was through the power of blood. The Wardens imprisoned Corypheus before the Chantry banned such magic. It is the only way to hold him.
You're not helping the case for releasing him.
Corypheus may be as great a threat as the next Blight. We can't risk freeing him.
We'll find a way to do this with or without you, Hawke. This prison will be broken. The blights will end. Come.
With me! We will beat them to the seal!
We get +5 friendship with Carver, and quest is updated. Codex updated.
Faster! Faster! She cannot reach him first!
Okay, so now we're fighting against Wardens because Wardens think. I feel so bad for the Grey Wardens because they get I don't know if some of them get tricked, but like the joining or what has to be done to join the Grey Wardens is a secret. Then you pledge your entire life to do this. Sometimes you get the right of conscription used against you and made to join the Grey Wardens. And there's also the added factor of if you survive. If you survive, you've had to see probably your other people that you were doing the joining ritual with probably die. If not, lucky you didn't, but you've probably grown far enough to be a senior Grey Warden. You're nearing the end of your life because the taint has run so far through your veins. You've been living for maybe 8 years past then. You probably have years among you if you weren't a Grey Warden, but here you are. And the only thing that keeps having you to do this is the fact that maybe there might be a blight and Grey Wardens are needed to end it. So I really feel for them, but like at the same time, I'm just like, you guys do some pretty crazy. You're doing some pretty crazy things. Like she called Stroud to try and get Carver. She sent the Carta after us. I don't know.
This was part of the prison's defenses from centuries ago. Old wards, unstable, dangerous. The wardens had them neutralized. Bringing them back to life will stall Janica.
Okay, I thought she was ahead of us, but we will activate that. Updated legacy. Legacy. The prison's old defenses have been activated with Larius' help. Continue on and try to beat Janica to Corypheus. Okay, Nunan's floor? These names, man. I'm not good with names. Raya's floor. And if that's a guy, I am so sorry. But, yeah. Go across the catwalk to what looks like another seal area. Path to the left. Keep going. Oh, we get another viewpoint. So let's take a gander, let's take a look.
If Larius is right about Corypheus, we're going to have to hurry.
Oh, there is no ceiling
Do
here.
not touch anything. The old defenses are active again. Very unpredictable, very dangerous.
There! That's the one Janica wants dead.
You do Janica's bidding.
Janica shared knowledge of Corypheus with the Carta. When she releases the Master, we will be rewarded.
Turn back, and I will spare you.
There's no turning back. We may die here, but we will take you with us.
No! Don't!
To arms, and pray that Corypheus honors our sacrifice!
Why would he? You'll be dead. Haste is so funny.
Trapped. Carter fools, always where they don't belong. This shouldn't have happened.
Don't worry, we'll find a way out.
Yes. Yes. Think. There must be a way. I was here once before. A long time ago. Yeah. The magic flows in streams. They must be joined for the way to open. Yes. Yes, that's it.
Oh, a puzzle. Okay. Just in case if we need to go back. I don't think there's anything at the start of this, but I can always sit through that cutscene again. Okay, so what I'm getting... Hold on, so... Is this like the puzzle where we had to fight that cat? Or that desire demon who was acting like a cat? Okay, I kind of want to leave them in a spot, but I don't know what this is entailing, so... Does this hurt? No, it doesn't. Cool. I need to be able to rotate this column. Okay. The only thing we need to do in order to get to the next area is to solve the orange beam, but in order to get the next piece of the Regalia of Weishaupt, you need to finish the rest of this room's puzzle. So, just take note. Okay. And since I kind of want the Regalia of Weishaupt because it looks kind of cool, Power Nexus puzzle. If you've activated all of them, return. Okay. First, you must activate each power nexus. The orange beam is just at the top of the steps at the beginning of the floor. Laris will prompt you to activate this nexus. Jenica and her other party. The blue nexus is located in the middle of the east side of the map. So I think they might have to come back because there's no other power nexuses around here. And there's no way out of the room, and I don't see any power nexuses, so we'll need to come back at some point. So we're just going to be worrying about the orange one, and then we will solve the other ones when we get here. This rotates it again. Will be activated. This rotates this. Okay. Rotate it again. And then it is activated here, and here. We need to turn this so this can.
I fear what this emissary can push me to do.
Okay, well you can stand over here, and hopefully it won't push you to do anything. There. One more time. Cool. Okay. Is there, can I turn it one more time so it's facing me? Yes, cool. This is going here, this is going here, this. Here.
It worked. Quickly
And
now.
the beam turned.
We have a ways to go yet.
Okay, and the beam turned white, which means that it's done. The next beams for this puzzle, in order to get the rest of the loot, will be lining, I'm pretty sure, the top of the wall, and you'll have to take care when you're doing it not to upset anything, or the bottom part of the puzzle, while you're trying to figure everything out. So we will have to come back, and we will do this later, because we don't have access to the other nexuses at this point. Is this where we came in? Yes, because this is where the viewpoint was. Cool. Alright, now that we have the door open, we can continue forward.
The hawk was fascinated by the old construction, always stopping to examine the carvings. A learned man.
Nice to hear about our dad. Okay, looking around, there's no loot to the left side of this map, and the right is crumbled, so we can continue forward. Cross into this floor proper. Sorry, I'm just looking around for everything. Continue forward, there is a small crate on the floor with a longbow in it. This corner of the room is completely empty. Doors kind of caved in at the front. This room is very big. Oh. Yes, Carta assassins.
That was beautiful!
32 silver, 77 copper. There's a pile of bones next to a door with a flawed ruby in it. And that's about it. There's a door over here that we can go through that has a note on the floor called Locks Within Locks. The warden set a trap for Corypheus and bound him in a prison of their own making. Beneath the free marches, they carved out a series of caverns, or vertical nades, and enchanted them. Wards within wards, locks within locks, spells woven with the help of powerful artifact they called the Key. All this to hold Corypheus. It seems that even that wasn't enough. Warden Commander Rhiannon writes in her private journals Corypheus is too powerful. Nothing will hold him forever. The seals are already weakening. We must find a way to fortify them, and soon. From Jenica's research notes. Oh, right. Didn't we hear about a Jenica earlier? Or am I losing my mind? We must have heard about a Jenica earlier, or something along those lines. I'm not entirely sure. I feel like a part of my sentence just then rhymed, and that's messing me up. But I'm pretty sure when... Was she there? No. Wait. He's been in prison here for, like, centuries, right? There's no way that Jenica could have been here. But I think on the first floor, Sashimiri's floor, we find a note that's also written by a person named Jenica, if I'm remembering correctly. If not, it was entirely someone totally different. But we can find a crate in the left corner with gloves in it. And north, we can find a book called The Helm of Lysant. The Labyrinth has claimed Warden Commander Astor. Ulrich tampered with one of the magical seals in this place and unwittingly released the demon upon us. Commander Astor ordered us to run. He would hold the creature back while we activated the prison's defenses, trapping them both. The barriers came up, and they will stay up. This was Commander Astor's last instruction, and we will follow it to the letter. We are unable to retrieve the Warden Commander's prized helm and the other trappings of his office. They will not be returned to Weishaupt, and will remain with the Commander wherever he may be. From a torn gray Warden report, the writing barely legible. Oh, okay. I didn't know that other people could probably tamper with the seals, unless Ulrich was someone who was helping, like, previously to change the seals, or refortify them, or fortify them. Either way, gosh, so maybe we'll come across Warden Commander Astor's body at some point, who knows. Either way, he's trapped in here. That's really upsetting. Helm of Weishaupt. Maybe that's like a clue where to find the helm for the Regalia of Weishaupt, I'm not sure. Oh, okay, so here's one of the next... So that's activated in the room back there. I think we have two to find that we have to find. I think one's like blue, one's red. No, one's red, one's blue, and one's green. So we don't have the full map yet, so I can't actually show it because some of it would be in places that we haven't even looked at yet. But once we activate all of them, I will go back to that room and I will hopefully be able to solve it. I'll solve it and everything, and then we'll see what the loot is, because I'm actually intrigued. But unfortunately, I am out of time for today. Recording time's just getting a little less. I don't have that much space left on my hard drive, my poor little hard drive. So I'm having to kind of be very strict about my recording times at the moment. So yeah. So next time we'll continue with the DLC. Maybe we'll find more of those nexuses. We'll keep our eye out for them so we can solve that puzzle. And yeah. Until next time.